Hey guys, TJ Hartman here, back in with another video. Thanks so much for stopping in. Today we're going to be taking a look at another DRUMSHOTZ library from the good guys at Drumforge and Joey Sturgis Tones. Okay, so if you caught my last video, we took a look at another DRUMSHOTZ library from a producer, David Taro. And this library is very similar in the fact that you're getting one-shot samples, so it's full velocity. You're going to get different instances of each drum. If you haven't seen that video, by the way, I'll go ahead and link it in the description below. You should check it out. So in this pack, you're going to be getting some really well-engineered and mixed drum samples that you can either throw on your favorite sample replace plugin, however you want to route it, and do a full-on replace or blend those into your acoustic recorded drums, or even take it as far as throw them onto a drum module and play them with electronic drums. Or even beyond that, you could program them if you're another producer who wants to get real acoustic sounding drums but don't have the drums to play or somebody to play electronic MIDI notes for you. So these sample packs are really, really versatile in the sense there's a lot that you can do with them. So this library is actually pretty intensive. We're getting 4 different kicks, 5 different snare drums, 7 different tom samples, and each of these drums is going to offer a close mic, your overhead and room, like all separate tracks, as well as a full mixed and blended sample. And in my experience, especially working with the previous pack, I like to throw all of those into, I use Slate's Trigger 2, and I bust that from my main close mic source. And I'm able to then individually mix the levels of each sample to get the appropriate kind of blended, enhanced sound, as I would put it. Because that's what's really, really remarkable about today's recording technology, is that if you're unable or are struggling with getting your previously naturally acoustic recorded drums to sound the right way and to hit as hard as you want them to, it's really easy to take a really well engineered and mixed perfect sounding drum sample and then blend that back into what you're already working with. There's different ways where you can take those samples and fine tune them and pitch them to match what you've already got going on. So it's a really versatile tool to help really bring your mixes to life and alleviate a lot of that stress of, let's say if you're a mix engineer or you're doing this from home and somebody sent you drum tracks and, hey, I want you guys to mix this for me, and the session wasn't really that great, or there were a couple of miffed hits in a different take, but the performance was really great. Well, you can use these kinds of samples to help fill in the gaps between the lack of experience in engineering or whatever issues you might run into. So I highly recommend not only this pack and then the previous DRUMSHOTZ library, but you've got to head over to their website. There's all kinds of great stuff going on over there. So what I have is an instrumental loop, and I'm just going to play a groove over top of it, and then we're going to, A, B, C, etc., because there's so many of them, just to kind of get an idea of what these samples will sound like in a kind of rough production mix. So let's hop into the live room and check these guys out. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up. Thanks so much for stopping by and checking this video out. I highly recommend you head over to drumforge.com. Link's going to be below, and pick up all of the stuff that's going on over there. They've got some really, really diverse libraries that can really help take your mix over the finish line. I want to give a huge thanks to the guys at Drumforge and Joey Sturgis for yet again giving me the opportunity to work with them and having the chance to take these things for a test drive. If you have not subscribed, please do so. I greatly appreciate you, and we will see you on the next one. Cheers.